pulling nails again.
Nailing it.
Yeah. So last week I was talking tough, and when we were doing the demo, I was going to get all the nails on the bottom and then get up on the scaffolding and do it on the top and then get the ceiling done. And
There's a lot of nails there.
yesterday we worked all day doing it. Wow, there's a lot of nails. Let me turn that around and show you. So this side looks nice and clean. The wall looks clean. The ceiling looks clean. Brad did the ceiling. But when we turn around this way, you can see that's what it looks like. So we're pulling all the nails out and the extra
little bits of insulation and paper and crap that's up there, and get it all clean. Walls are mostly done.
Yeah.
There's still a few spots. This back here where the bathrooms were is still, we got a lot to do there. But
these little rooms back here, they're tedious. It's a lot of work. But we got excited yesterday, and we started off the day with marking off the floors. And you can see the mark,
that's the door,
the black paint with the door, to do some dreaming here and planning. And we'll keep cleaning up, and then we'll go over our plans. And maybe we'll go over the plans that we've, all the other different plans that we had. We had a lot of different options to do with this place.
At one point we were knocking this down to nothing.
Yeah, we'll
go.
We'll go over all of that, and then we'll walk you through the plan we finally went with.
Yep.
There's a huge log, some old tree floating right down the middle of the river. That's pretty dangerous. And above it, is an osprey. Let's see if he comes out. There he is. He's been fishing. Gorgeous here today. Just gorgeous. And we'll be pulling nails. We're day 3 of pulling nails. It's getting pretty tedious here. And the heat is not helping. It is in the 30s Celsius, which is 90s Fahrenheit. And
35 this morning.
Yeah, and because we've got all the insulation gone, that heat hits the hot, dark shingles up there, and it gets to be about, would you say 10 degrees warmer in here than?
Yeah, it could be that.
Yeah, it gets pretty hot. So
we got a lot done yesterday. I did some more. Julie went for a walk with Leia this morning, so I got at some more. So I'm down to just this last little utility room to get the nails off, and then a cleanup. And
yeah, this is what I'm sick of, is the cleanup. My back is killing me. All right. Yeah, this was a tough spot to get here over these stairs. Okay. Then the carpet. You did leaf blow out a bit so that there's a little less dust in here, and the carpet's cleaner. We got to cut this all up and put it into the bin. And
for the bin and get the bin gone.
Yeah, that'll be great. All right. Carpet on that side, it comes up really good. It's just a lot of dust. And it's a big chunk, so it's heavy. And we put it out on the bin. There we go. Got to get it tipped a little bit there so it fits in there right. So that might be a job for the skid steer. Okay. All right, we'll get the other half of the carpet out. It is so hot in here. It's nuts. Must be 100 degrees. Where to put my gloves? Lunchtime, taking a break. Got some mussels. This is one of our favorite snacks. Swiss cheese and mussels. They're cooked in a frying pan with some butter and some fresh garlic from the neighbors. All right, the bin is gone. Wow, that was a lot of work.
Yep.
So it's been so hot. It's still so hot. I think it's going to rain here.
Yep.
So let's talk about the plans that we were going to do. Of course, you can see the white building is one building. That's where we live. And the red building is the restaurant. So when we first came here, the first thing when we pulled in, we thought, gee, the restaurant could be turned into a garage.
Yeah, we thought, well, we had a big shop in Corona, so it was like, yeah, if we did that into a garage, we could just fix the house up.
And then this garage we could turn into living space because it really looks small, doesn't it? It doesn't look very big. But then we went inside and realized there's a basement in the restaurant portion.
Yeah.
And this garage is really not bad.
Yeah, it's 30 feet wide. It's a pretty good sized garage.
Yeah, so it didn't make any sense. Then we thought, well, we could make, there's not much of an entrance here, but maybe we could make like a grand entrance in the middle. We could link these up, make this kind of the living space here, as in bedrooms and that. And then over here, we could do like a great room.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's a lot of work to be done, and we couldn't really afford that. And the property is really too big for us. So then we thought, well, we'll tear the restaurant down and then we'll remodel this.
And I got underneath that, and the structure to that old part of the house, there's no real foundation under it, and it was...
what do you call that? Post and beam?
Pillar and beam,
foundation.
Which it's all rotten and falling apart. So we ended up coming up with another plan of knocking down that 2-story.
Well, how we came up with the plan was talking with the neighbor over there, Greg. He's actually the crane operator, and he said because the restaurant's in such good shape, Brad was saying, geez, too bad we couldn't keep that. And he said, well, why don't you just crane it? Ha ha ha, we laughed. Well, guess what? That's our new plan. That's the plan we're sticking with.
Yeah.
2-story. It's going to be demolished. The garage and the bedrooms behind will be staying. This is coming down. This is moving to the side. We're going to dig a brand new basement here.
Yeah.
The restaurant's going to get picked up, turned right there where the 2-story is. Now we can sell this part of the property because...
About a 70-foot by 200-foot wide lot.
Which was a lot of effort and heartache to get the properties divided and rezoning done. So let's take you inside the restaurant because we've got it all cleared out now, and we'll show you what the layout's going to be. Brad took some spray paint and laid it all out, and we'll go over that with you. We're inside the restaurant, which will be our living area. The way it is now, all the windows that are on this side and all the windows and doors that are on this side are going to be gone. So will all of these inside walls will be gone. So you have to start with being able to imagine that. This is not easy for everybody to do. So this door right now goes to the road, and this side goes to the river. And the whole building is going to turn. And this wall is going to be facing the river. Okay? So I'm going to back up. We're going to start. Because this is coming in the front door, which behind me will be the road. I'm just going to turn. Let me just change the view. So, oh, that doesn't work very good either. Like that. Okay. That's the door, the front door.
Front door, front entrance.
If you can see the door with the side lights, you got to really use your imagination here, okay? So this area here is going to be a front closet. I might shrink it up because the other side's going to be a laundry room. So there'll be a window here, the door, a window. This will be the entrance here, okay? So this is a solid wall. This is a solid wall. Closet. Solid wall. Over here is going to be, right here is where the steps are going to go down, and try to keep this open. So there'll be a window here, and you're going to step down, and then there'll be a landing, which will be at a lower level. We're going to have a window that goes up all the way down to the landing there, which I'm looking forward to. And then you'll go around underneath the floor, of course, to the basement. It'll be a turn. Okay, so let's go from the door then. And as we walk down this hall, because this is wall, now we're kitchen. That great big rectangular painted out spot is our kitchen island. How big's that?
4 feet by 14 feet.
Looking forward to that. You'll turn here. This wall here, which you got to remember, that stairway is not going to be there, neither will those inside walls. None of that stuff will be there. So this all the way through is going to be kitchen, and then behind that will be pantry. So we'll have a wall of fridge, a wall oven, and a microwave.
Yeah, and some cabinets and stuff.
Good size space between the island and the fridge. And then here is going to be the pantry. So the pantry starts over there where that wall is. This is the doorway that you'll go in. And I'm going to go over to the other side, okay? This is the pantry. 9-foot counter here with a sink in the middle. That will be a wall. This is going to be the doorway to come into it from the kitchen. So over there is my island, okay? And you'll come in. And then on this side, over here will be narrow shelves for food. I know you really gotta have vision to be able to see this. Not everybody can do that, but I get excited over it. And that's what we do these videos for. So here's the 14-foot island. I'll be able to walk in here. This will all be gone. And these will be my counters along here. Of course, there'll be no windows. My counters here and my island.
There's a stove on that side too, a big stove.
Yeah, so in the center of the island, oops, what is that? In the center of the island will be a stove with cabinets that'll sit on the counter on either side. And of course, that's the door to the pantry, okay? Kitchen sink's going to be in the middle because this way is going to be the view of the river. Or that way will be the view of the river.
Yeah.
Jeepers. There's actually, if I turn, this is going to be view of the river and that too, because we're going to have north. But here, you're really boggle, yeah, here. This wall here is going to go out how far?
13 feet further out, and then plus another 13 feet of deck.
So the room will be 13 more feet.
Longer.
Which will be dining room on this side. This side will be
there.
TV family room, whatever you want to call it. So this is the great room. And then what'd you say the porch will be?
The room is 26 or 27 feet wide, and the porch will be 13 feet by 27 feet.
So the porch is going to have basement underneath it. So the basement will be bigger.
Yeah.
This side over here, so there's the front door with the closet. This is the laundry room. This hallway here, right here, is going to go to the existing house now, which will have 2 bedrooms. There'll be a door here that goes into my laundry room. This will be the laundry room. There's going to be a nice window there, so it puts light into the hallway. I'm imagining a nice farm sink, but we'll see what happens. We'll continue with closets, but these ones will open up to the inside because the door to the garage is going to be right here. So we'll come in from the garage in here and have lots of closets, washer, dryer, and sink. on this side of the hallway. So here's our hallway here, marked. Hallway. This side of the hallway is going to be a little powder room here. So as you can see there, that's our kitchen over there. So we'll make sure the toilet goes on that side, because that's a pet peeve of mine. Is do not want to see it. Do not want to see the toilet from the kitchen. No way. So this will come down here. That is my counter, my island. This is going to be a wet bar. How big is that?
I believe we have that as 8 feet from the
8-foot wet
wall.
bar.
Yeah.
And then the bathroom, the powder room's the same size?
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly.
So this wall along here ends up being just a straight wall.
Why don't we just pick that up, since
Yeah,
we
we
both
can do
tripped on it. And then as you go along, there'll be a fireplace and then a big window. The window is going to go all the way down, because on that side there's no porch or anything, and it'll face to the north. And out here will be a view of the river, which is nothing right now.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's going to be a 12-foot wide patio door and 2 big windows on either side of it. So it'll be mostly glass.
Mostly glass. So that's the layout on the main floor here.
Yep.
So the next part of our plan, of course we've got it here, is to pack everything up in the house so we can get ready for the next phase, which is demoing the house and the exterior of the restaurant too. There's
Yeah, we got to get the bricks all off.
Yeah, and yeah, that's going to be a big job too. So, all right, stay tuned for more.